Hello and welcome to More with Murders. It's our second episode and I'm the host, Maria, and I'm here with
Serena.
Lauryn, period.
Yeah, and today we'll be talking about the Dardeen Family Murders. So this is a murder that happened in 1987 with a family of four.
A long time ago.
Yeah, but it's about to get interesting.
Oof.
We're gonna be talking about the facts and
I'm already getting the heebie-jeebies.
yeah. So it was a family in Enid, Illinois, and they were found beaten up they lived in a trailer, but the only people that were found in the trailer were the wife and the son, and the mother was pregnant, so they assumed that they were multiple killers, and they found the mom and the little son kind of huddled together with the newborn baby girl. Essentially what they found out is or they assumed, that the killers made the mother go into labor and then they beat up the newborn baby girl. And that's how
takes birth control to a whole different
yeah.
extent.
Yeah.
That is
It's
horrific.
it's brutal. Yeah. And the investigators initially believed Keith, who is the father of the family of four, to be the prime suspect, but later they found his body in a nearby field. I think it was a wheat field, if I remember correctly. And his car was not found in the actual vicinity of where they lived, which is in the trailer. So it was found near the police station in Benton, which that makes things a little weirder.
Yeah.
And
It smells sus.
yeah, so this later led people to be more cautious around the area, and were to the point where as soon as this case kind of already came out to the public, people were literally walking around with guns because the police didn't really solve anything. There was no motive. There was assumed motives, but no actual motive written down, and that just made the community even more scared.
I would be scared too. I'd be walking around with them. What's good, Pop? You got me strapped up too? Yeah, I'm strapped too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
People were scared.
Very much.
Mm-hmm. And more in depth into the father, essentially, he was supposed to go to work that day. He didn't go to work. He actually never called in for work at all. And I think, let's see.
Are you sure he wasn't playing hooky instead?
See, that's a good theory.
That's a good theory.
Yeah, we'll get into that though. And, he didn't inform the supervisor or anybody at all. And they made multiple calls to the house and nobody picked up. So that also means that during that time, either the wife and the son and the little baby girl that was yet to be born were either being killed at that moment. Nobody really knows.
Impromptu vacation.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. But apparently nobody picked up the phone, so it's
No vacation.
no vacation.
I mean, why would anybody pick up the phone if nobody's home?
I mean, technically the mom and the son were home, but
Dead sleepers.
they're very deep sleepers.
There's no excuse. They got kidnapped and they were killed during the time.
Okay, wait, hear
I
me
feel
out
like
though,
the
because
man-
I'm somebody who sleeps like a bear. I can sleep through a hurricane, I sleep through all my phone alarms, I sleep through every phone call I'll get. So it's not an impossibility.
Yeah, it's not an impossibility, but
And a newborn baby gonna pick up a phone?
No more.
Exactly.
okay then.
Okay,
Okay then.
I rest my case.
I see your perspective. I see your
Mhm.
perspective.
I rest my case.
Yeah. And then, what else? Okay, so the supervisor of where Keith worked at called his parents. They called his parents to see as to, what happened. And the parents called the house, the trailer home that they lived in, again, unanswered all day. Nobody picked up. So Keith's parents were divorced. And they all lived around the same area. His parents lived in an area called Mount Carmel. and none of them knew what could have happened to their son. So that even dives into more suspicion. Maybe, you know, secretly parents did it. Nobody knows. So, okay. The father of Keith called the sheriff, and they agreed to drive down to the trailer home, and, you know, managed to get some house keys and meet the deputies there. And that's when they found that the bodies of the mother being Elaine and the little boy being named Peter and the newborn girl, like, they were all in the same bed. So I think, like, the killers kind of set them up there purposely.
He like arranged it.
He arranged it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, you gonna tell me that you're gonna kill all three of them on the bed?
Literally,
And then, like, nah.
nah, he killed them and he placed them on the bed.
Yeah, that stage.
It's non-living art.
Did she just call it art?
Non-living. Listen, if it was purposeful and they had a meaning to why they carried this out, you know, it's a little art installation within the home.
Child.
Oh.
That ain't art. That's murder. Period. That murderer, he wanted to, you know.
Maybe he found that.
Listen, human blood is a very pretty scarlet color, and it's not an unlikely cause for somebody to want to take it and just paint the walls with it either.
We went left. We about to go even more left. We about to hit a curve. You just said human blood looks what?
It's a very pretty scarlet color. I'm telling you that right now.
Louises, first, I can't take blood, but like still. No, I feel like the murder. No, it's
What
like
do you mean you can't take blood?
Like when you look at it,
You see it once a month.
Well, no, I can take my blood, but if I see someone bleeding, ain't no way.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, that's just me. But
everybody has their own thing.
Yeah,
I understand that. Yeah.
That's how like
Tasty.
nice flavor. Tasty.
tasty. What is going on here? What did I sign up for?
Well, you're dealing with me and my menace agenda. So.
Yeah, the menace is coming out. Literally.
Yeah.
Where the shades?
Is it shocking though?
Oh.
No.
Proceed.
Yeah. Anywho, they then found the mom. She was bound and gagged with tape, and that was even more like.
Oh my gosh.
He was. This killer had no whatchamacallit.
He had an agenda, literally.
He knew exactly what he was gonna do.
Exactly what he was doing. Oh my god.
So they found her body like severely beaten up. Like it was pretty bad. And they found some evidence that they found is that she was beaten up like with a baseball bat. Yeah, which was found at the scene. And a little, it was like very morbid detail. It was a baseball bat given as a gift to the little boy.
Oh,
so
my
yeah,
God, that's so sad.
Yeah, and
I just wanted to add sentimental value.
Oh my god,
he really did crack jokes in the. You know, make it likely. I mean, not likely. Oh,
well, they're dead. We're gonna do about it.
Make it deadly.
Make it deadly. And
is that a challenge?
Oh, bro.
Girl,
I'll take it.
Oh no.
No, I'm joking. I'm legitimately joking about that. But yes. So baseball bat.
Yeah.
Belonging to the son.
To the son, yeah. But the killers used the baseball bat. And another, like, this baseball bat was a gift given by the father. So.
Oh my gosh. But like, don't they have the fingerprints?
That's what I know. Like, it's 1987. You know, you would think that they could capture fingerprints.
Literally,
but
1987. That's when, like, you know, technology started to do like a quick boom. You know what I'm saying? So like, they should have had like kind of like fingerprints or somewhere close to it where they can be able to identify who like killed them.
Yeah, but
even then, though, let's also not forget to take into account that somebody who would have broken in and murdered somebody else, if they were wearing gloves, you wouldn't be able to trace their fingerprints.
Of course, yeah. So I understand if the killer was wearing gloves.
Apart from the fact that
you would only find like prints of the family on there, which doesn't help the family's case.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and moreover, the fact that I think we've all come to a
consensus.
Yeah, a consensus as to we all believed the killer or killers had
A motive.
an agenda. You know, they had this organized.
Very much.
They knew what they were doing.
Very much.
And so after that, they forced to have the girl, like the mother, go into labor, deliver the girl, and then they met the same fate as the son and the mother. So, and you know, after that,
That's terrible family planning.
yeah. They found the father again in the field, and this is where things get a little bit more interesting and again morbid. They found him like he got shot 3 times, not far from the trailer. So that makes things a little bit, you know. So he was close, but how come they found him in a different location? So yeah, and then after that. He was shot 3 times, and a specific area was chopped off.
Ooh,
Yeah,
child. They wanted a sentiment.
it was severed.
Oh my gosh.
They really said end of the lineage for you.
Literally, they said they want a trophy after this.
No, they really said, you know, screw your family planning, screw your lineage, you're done.
That's it.
We're talking about the same area, right? Wow.
I mean, I'll say it, but I'll bleep it out. It was his. So now we're gonna get into the theories.
Spicy.
Spicy, very spicy.
Very
Hence the
spicy.
shades.
Period.
Yep. A running theme into how we explain our own theories, and you know, they're just our opinions. They're not the facts. Not
Just the
facts.
tea. Spilling the tea while it's hot.
Period. So now we're gonna get into our own theories. So any theories you guys have that you want to lay on the table, or should I go?
Well, I mean, considering that the last thing that we did mention was about the fact that where Keith was found in the middle of an open space without his attached to his body, you know, the third leg appendage somewhere over the rainbow, you know what I mean? I was thinking more like, and especially because it's his whole family, like wife and kids and all that, it sounds to me like there could have been maybe an outside affair that could have happened.
Bro, that was
I literally was thinking, damn, it sounds like like an outside affair gone wrong. And like something like he probably was wronged by somebody, and you know how sometimes people can go like over the top and be jealous about a lot of things going on here, especially if they're, you know, a little in the brain.
A little bit of
To go out
jealousy.
there, and I think this person, in my opinion, I don't know how true this really is. I think if anything, this person was known to the family.
Oh yeah.
I could have easily thought that this would have been somebody that was known to the family, because if it's, but this is just my writer brain kind of connects the dots in ways. I thought that, okay, well, if they used the baseball bat, which is something sentimental given to the son, this person probably knew that it was there, or they could have been with the father at the time that this was purchased, which is why they knew it was in the house in possession.
That's true.
Because why would they choose that baseball bat?
That
probably
one
frame the
particular.
father.
They could have brought their own one easily.
Easily.
But why
They
use
could
the one that's in the
they could
house?
use any other tool, but they use the baseball.
Cause okay, let me just like kind of like get my facts straight again. Was there any signs of forced entry in the house?
That's the thing. So there were no signs of forced entry into the house,
Which means that it could have been somebody that they know.
Exactly. There were no signs. You know, all the doors were, to them, it seemed closed. Like if nobody had gotten in. So nobody busted that door open, you know. So yeah.
Here I come kicking the door. I'm kidding. I'm legitimately kidding. But ultimately, it does sound like it could be somebody that they did know. Which is why the whole, like... But then that would bring it into question. What was Keith's relationship like with his wife? I mean, yeah, they had kids together and stuff.
Yeah.
But just because you have kids doesn't make you a happy family.
That's true. I mean, known to the grandparents from what they, you know, confirmed with other sources, there was no trouble within the family. Not that they knew of. To them, it was just like they were a happy family, you know, and they had a kid on the way.
Little nuclear family, husband, wife,
Yeah.
their 2 kids, well,
Little
kid and a
country
half.
family. Yeah.
Kid and a half.
Oh, bro.
Well, if she wasn't out yet, kid and a half.
Bro. feel like we're gonna get verbally abused at some point in the comment section.
Yeah.
So,
I'll take all the heat. It's all good.
okay. Anyways, but that is a good theory, that the fact that it could have been somebody, you know, that knew the family really well. Mm-hmm.
What about you, Maria? What do you think?
So one of the theories that I kind of came across, and I found it really interesting, so I kind of wanted to elaborate more on it, is that a lot of people thought that, you know, with his little dingleberries being chopped off,
End of your lineage.
pretty much, with his like bits being chopped off, a lot of people assumed that specific devil worshippers had come into play, also because of the fact that
The family is devil worshippers?
no, the people who killed them were devil worshippers, because what kind of killer in their right mind goes and cuts off a person's like
I don't know, right? That's probably like, but you know, a lot of killers, they like to keep stuff like Jeffrey Dahmer, you know what I'm saying? He like cut off a lot of people.
It's kind of like a signature.
Yeah, it's a signature.
For some
thing.
people, that's a signature.
Yeah,
especially
that's a
serial
signature
killer.
move. Yeah.
Especially if we're talking serial killers, a lot of them do have like a signature style, which is why you see like some of them have like really like broad names that people do call them.
Yeah.
Or like certain cases that you'll see that ex-killer strikes again, because you know it's a signature that you look for. There's a pattern in their behavior.
so I guess you can say that
I'm a criminal justice minor, by the way.
Side note.
Side note.
Side
Theories.
Right. So I guess our little friend was inspired. I guess he was inspired.
Very inspired.
But more
Inspired or expired? Because he's definitely.
Oh god.
He got definitely thrown out. Time was up.
Time was up. Rip. Yeah, we're gonna get. Oh boy. Anyways. Point being, a lot of people thought that they were devil worshippers. That devil worshippers killed them because, also, you know, with that being in mind, that that specific area was cut off. They thought that they were doing some thought that they did it with a purpose, as to doing a seance and like cursing the family or whatever. You know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but since it still remains unsolved,
I see no part of this being virgin sacrifice if the man had kids.
True.
But you know, a lot of like people, there were a lot of cults back in the day. Like there were literally people who would be in their neighborhood and be like, I'm gonna start, you know, I think it's a cult, right?
Yeah.
How they start. Like, oh my God, if I could remember right now, there was a guy, I watched a documentary of a guy literally changing his town into worshiping him. And all the females that he interacted, whether they were as young as 16 or 15, he will like marry them and like, you know, make them their wives, give them kids, you know. It's a true thing that people, you know, sometimes make cults and do all this. Like Charles Manson, there we go, he's a perfect example. He made a little thing and he started a little killing rampage all in Hollywood. So
Oh my. I mean, that is a good.
yeah, that could this crime can kind of be inspired by, you know, a lot of the crimes that were happening around.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they started off with this family, you know.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I mean, if that was the case too, maybe, you know, the family did have some part into that cult.
That's what I'm saying. Probably
yeah.
the family. Oh yeah. Well, that kind of is like my theory though too.
It is, it is your theory.
Yeah.
I'm building on your theory.
I know.
Because, like, realistically, you know, if Keith at some point may have been part of said cult without his parents' knowledge, that could have easily been given away for why he's a target.
Yes.
I mean, especially if you look at the fact that, you know, according to the case details, he was always a diligent worker, you know, never missed a shift, or if anything,
He was the perfect guy.
This time he didn't show up, he didn't call, and, you know, it's not like he's gonna take the impromptu vacation that most of us want to take at some point. But
I think that, you know, he's the perfect guy. He's the perfect husband, perfect
But it
father.
sounds too clean.
That's what I'm saying.
good
Something
to
was
be
not
true.
adding
Yeah.
up. So, or maybe the wife. Probably the wife had something to do with this as well. Probably
Could
they
be.
both joined the
Yeah.
cult and everything.
Maybe.
But I feel like a perfect family like that, there has to be something dirty, either
Yeah,
between the
'cause-
wife or the husband.
To be killing a whole family like that.
Like that, bro. And take the genitals, bro. Something was not right. Something was not right.
Like that's a sacrifice, but that's a little too much of a sacrifice. If you ask
Very
me.
much, yeah.
Mhm.
Or it could be the potential mistress. That was my original theory of like,
Yeah.
he probably had an outside affair. The mistress did
Could
not
be because
like it.
again, it was too perfect.
Very much.
Family that looks way too perfect. No,
Look,
no
there was
problems behind closed doors.
Mhm.
You know, always going on time. The perfect family man, but you know,
There was no forced entry.
a lot of things
bro.
happen behind closed doors that we
Bro.
don't talk about. It's the hush hush. You know what I mean? And that's the tea. It is hot.
And you want to get more into your theory? Or?
Well, my theory is similar to what we were originally talking about. Like, I feel like, well, at first I felt like the parents did it. First, the parents did it. They're close. But now rethinking the case and, you know, like, actually hearing all of your theories, I kind of like base my theories based on you guys. Like, either a mistress or either really Keith or the wife they had. I'm not gonna blame it all on Keith, you know. Keith may really be a perfect man. Maybe wife did something, got caught up, and now she's, you know,
Could be.
you know what I'm
It
saying? No
could
one's
be.
perfect.
No.
But I do feel like somewhere in the family that someone was not clean. Someone joined something that they had no part of joining, and that was the consequence of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Another thing leads me to believe that either what could have happened is maybe Keith got in around the same time that the mom and the son were getting killed.
Mhm.
Because imagine they find him on the wheat field. I don't think the killer could have purposely moved him there.
yeah, there's no way to move this body.
That kind of like brings me to the whole. I don't know if I really want to question the wife right now. At least right now, because of the fact that one, she was found in the house with the two kids. Keith was on the outside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it
makes more
feels
sense.
like they singled him out for that reason
Mhm.
on the outside. Of course, you know, dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, whatever. Yes, you know, end your lineage right here. We're done with you. But we have to eliminate the source. And if Keith was the source, then it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. It also seems like he was running away from something. So
Oh my
that's what-
gosh, yes.
Could be, yeah.
He could be
Yeah.
running away from like a like whatever he's joined, or probably
Either running away
Yeah.
or chasing said person, because he could have
Yeah.
been chasing the person that attacked the family, and they kind of, you know, snuck up on the back and just been like, "Cha."
That's another thing, though. If the killer, again, being that there are multiple killers, if they beat the mom, the son, and the newborn, you know, girl with a bat, but yet Keith was shot with a gun, why didn't the killer just shoot them with the gun, like just to admit
Literally.
But then again, they were at
Oh my
home, so
gosh.
if they did shoot, the neighbors would have heard that too. But then again, if they were beating the kids and beating the wife, wouldn't they have heard the screams of the kid? Did they kill? We don't know if they killed the kid first or they killed the wife first.
True, we don't know that. We just know they were all killed together.
We would have known the kids screaming. Neighbors
Yeah.
can hear that.
Yeah.
So were there any like witness reports? Any like neighbor like reporting anything? Because if it was too quiet,
or what time? What time did they
Yeah.
do it? Because like
Mhm.
timing can be like, what if they did everything at night and then
in the
everyone
middle of the
woke
night
up?
where everybody
Yeah,
sleeping?
because you know
Mhm.
when people sleep, you know, as Serena stated prior to this episode, she did say that we all have our deep moments of sleep, and we tune out everything and we just enjoy our peace. So like, what if it happened in the middle of the night?
I think it most likely did happen in the middle of the night, considering that the sheriffs did end up going. Let's see.
Because in the middle of the night, I
It
probably wouldn't
ended.
hear it.
Yeah, the search ended late the following day.
So in the
it
middle of the
was
night, in the middle of the night, yeah.
Yeah. So with that in
They
mind,
live in a trailer, yeah?
yeah.
But was the trailer in a trailer park around other people? Because trailers themselves don't really
Trailer
have.
parks, yeah, they're
Yeah.
close.
They're very close by, and trailers themselves don't really have that great of noise canceling.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, very much like if you're inside a vehicle, you could still hear yourself scream from the outside.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. I don't really know if it's in a trailer park, to be fair. That's information I didn't really look into. But I just
Follow up episode.
True, follow-up episode. But the thing is, I don't think they lived in a trailer park. Only because, like, again, like you said, people would have heard, especially if it's a mother being beaten down, you know, and stuff like that. So something leads me to believe that they were kind of like, if it was a trailer park, they were probably like hella separated. But you know.
Unless the trailer park like people that lived in the trailer park were all part of the same cult.
They were in cahoots.
Bro, multiple
That'd be
killers.
sick.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That is
Do
very
you,
sick.
do you ladies think that it was one killer or multiple killers?
Considering that there were multiple
Death.
weapons involved for the killing, I would think there's more than one person involved.
Same. I think so too. Especially to do that much work and then like, I don't know.
Realistically, wouldn't Keith fight for his family or at least try to defend
We don't
them?
know. Keith boy, he probably heard something. He probably dipped as soon as he can.
Yeah.
And
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but if it's his pregnant wife in question, you know, and it's, I mean, I don't know how some people are. Obviously we don't know who this man was in real life, but we can only speculate certain things. But I would think that if my pregnant wife, putting myself in that man's shoes for a second, if my pregnant wife was getting attacked, I would want to beat my attacker. But if people were in cahoots together, who's to not say that he was trying to run away from those people because they already like, you know,
they already
doing
did
all this
damage.
stuff?
Yeah.
they
You
already
can
did
never
damage.
know. Keith may have been a punk and just left. You know what I'm saying? But like, you can never know. He probably really did try to defend his wife.
Maybe.
You know, got in
because that's
the
what I was
tussle.
thinking. Like,
Yeah.
think about it this way: if he was really trying to defend his wife, whoever he probably chased out of the house was walking right into a trap for other people to nail him back down.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That could be a lot of good theories come out of this.
Theories. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you're so in tune.
This is another one that also piqued my interest. They said that they found marijuana in the trailer.
Marijuana.
It was a very small amount. They assumed that the people who killed them were drug dealers because of that very small amount.
Yes.
of
Oh my god.
marijuana.
So he probably were into drugs. You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't fulfill a payment, and that's what happened.
Could be, but
People,
and
yeah.
your drug dealers are familiar to you, right?
Bro, that's what happened.
Yeah, they.
That's what happened.
But how would the dealer know where to find the baseball bat, or how would they know if they even had it? in
Because the
possession?
dealer was with them. They're like close friends. Probably got
Maybe
into
he went
some-
over to
you
the
know,
house.
Maybe
you know?
buddy, right?
Buddy, probably Keith invited, hey,
The
partner,
dealer opened
hey,
the
partner,
house
let me
and-
invite you to our
Maybe the
family.
dealer was his secret affair.
Even more tea. That's why the shades come in.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my
gosh!
God.
The chills just ran through
Yes,
me.
that boy was caught up in some drugs and he literally got cut up with his life. Oh my god.
Damn. What a nice looking man like you doing with drugs.
No, look at me look funny. I'm not gonna lie.
You look
He looks like
funny.
he's about that life. He looks like he's about that perfect life, and the next thing you know, he has a little dark secret behind him.
And you
He
never know that
looks like
mustache got a
it.
little dust on it.
Oh, bro. Anyway.
No disrespect to you, my guy, but
Yeah, God rest his
Oh,
soul.
God.
but You look kind of funny.
don't come for me tonight.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna be praying. I'm gonna burst a sage tonight and be like, I'm so sorry.
Bro, I'm
Like,
gonna light my incense in my house. Let that shit burn.
Literally, bro.
Let
Oh my
things
God.
like, you know.
We do not need no voodoo, no nothing. We don't
None of
need
that
no
bad
ghosts.
juju.
No bad juju.
I'm gonna start walking with my crystals now.
Oh my God. Another plausible theory could have been that the killer managed to get in. He managed some way to get in to the house and then later left the house with Keith, murdered him, and then returned back inside in order to finish the job with whoever witnessed him trying to deal with the good kush. So, yeah.
Probably. That's
It's
a
the
good-
dollar store. How good can it be?
I don't know, bro. I mean, it's the country. So,
Especially back in that day.
the 1980s, late 1980s.
Yeah, late
pretty much.
1980s, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. And yeah, there is also another part where the mother seems to like. I don't know. I read some articles where this is like my own theory, something that I didn't really research about, but the mother had a habit of kind of changing her story. So it also leads me to believe like either the mother is like, I don't know.
I told you the mama did it or the daddy did it. That was my first theory.
They're divorced.
Yeah, okay, but still divorce. Listen, you still have connection. You still connect sometimes. But I feel like one of the parents may have done it too. Like probably Keith. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he got mommy issues, daddy
daddy issues, and then mama had enough.
No disrespect to the parents, but that is
mama had enough.
Mama had enough.
Yeah.
Well, I could probably see the reason why the parents split in the first place. If mama's a serial liar.
Oh, girl.
Yeah. Or she's
Manipulation.
probably trying to cover up for someone.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
I mean, think about it. If anything, you know, all of the whole like family front of the perfect life and this and that could all be just the parents cover up too. At least one of the parents having that kind of cover up story, because it kind of like, you know, makes it seem like there was nothing wrong with it when there could have easily been more problems within the family itself too.
That's true. Like, they could have been a happy family separate.
That's the thing is, I don't know, since I don't have as much details as you do in this case information. Maybe like if the parents, since they were divorced, if they found other people, maybe the other people that they were involved with could have been involved in this case as well.
Period.
True. And what I also found really interesting was that Keith's mother was the one that was like, oh, that marijuana most likely came from the killers. Killers, more than one. Not killers.
Oh, yeah. She knew about it.
There's gotta be either...
I think mama was in on the dealings.
She knew about
Maybe
it.
she was...
Oh, wait. What if mama was in with the dealer? What if mama was dating the dealer?
Ooh. Mama dated. Okay, then.
What if mama was dating?
That's
what if she was dating the dealer?
That is a good...
That would mean that he would have that he or
That's
she.
the motive.
He or she would have had access to Keith and his family.
But no, you date the dealer, and the dealer was like, "I'm gonna kill your son." You're gonna be like, "Okay." Literally, as a mom, you're gonna be like, "Okay."
Unless Keith and his mom got beef.
Oh.
Okay.
Unless Keith and his mom got beef. That's what I'm saying.
It could be, you know, the fact that he's like, oh, why'd you divorce Daddy Dearest? Or,
Could
you know.
be, or maybe Keith may have done something where she's like, I'm
She
on the verge
didn't
of disowning you or whatever not. Kind of thing.
That's sad.
And then, you know, to say
play.
that he makes himself look out to be the perfect person because he's got a guilt-ridden conscience and all these things.
He look guilt-ridden, child. But
it's in that mustache.
It's on
it's the
stash.
mustache. That's what I'm looking at. The mustache is giving suspicious.
Sussy.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
But yeah, all in all, you know, last thing I heard was that the mom was 80 something. So, you know, if you're hearing it, no disrespect, but this is just a theory. And
Sorry.
She's still alive. She's still alive?
I think she's around her 80s.
Shoo, sorry, mama. Oh, sorry, mama. You suspect number one. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
with it being mostly legalized in a lot of places, hopefully you're getting green somewhere. You know, get that good shit.
oh girl. But on that note, you know, I think we'll conclude this episode. So
This chaotic episode.
chaotic, yeah, very much. A lot of good theories.
Keith started it. Listen.
We're all pinning on him.
Pinning it on him.
So yeah, on that note, thank you so much for watching. And you know, next episode will be episode 3.
I was happy to be here.
Yeah, special segment on episode 3. So thank you so much. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.